Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Thursday, November 5th. These are the charts of the day, both long and short. I'm going to show you some ideas again on both sides, starting with the longs. BioCryst Pharmaceuticals is in a beautiful up channel. As you can see, we've talked about this for a while now, but it continues to move higher. Let's hone in a little bit. The declining tops and rising bottoms kind of wedge. The last 2 days, the stock has moved from around 9 to nearly 12 today. 1188 high, closed at 1140, up $1.30 on 6.3 million. That's the heaviest volume, other than this one day where it popped out here. But that high has been exceeded already. Unbalanced volume, money stream, balance of power, all surging. There's some minor resistance around the 1228, 27, 28 area right here at that high. And then the key is the 1347.50 zone where this high exists. A move through that, as you can see from the top of the channel, could lead this stock as high as low 20s, mid 20s, and even $30 a share over the course of some period of time. At least that's what the top of the channel portends or projects. But let's first get over 13.5 before we have to worry about that. Next up is China Automotive Systems, CAAS, which continues higher, gapped up this morning, got up to 1270, closed at 1254, up 96 cents. Volume was rather light, a bit light, but still pretty decent for that stock. As you can see, it's now challenging the mid-October highs, which is the highest level in 3 years. Now there's some key resistance up in that 15 range, which I think we could challenge here. Top of the channel, up around that $15 level, that's my target short term. Next we have Revlon, which continues to act well after this big thrust in volume. It's now paused for a couple of days. It was up 35 cents today on lower volume, and it could pull back still, but break out through the 11.30-35 zone could lead to a quick pop up towards 14. So keep your eyes open on Revlon. In no particular alphabetical order, USEG, which I like as one of my junior oils now, besides BEXP. Popped, came down a nice orderly 2-week flag, held the moving averages and trend line. Popped 2 days ago and has been flagging for a couple of days. Notice the volume getting lower, but technicals holding up. Any move above the, say, 635 area could lead to a quick pop to 730, and then beyond that, top of the channel projects the potentiality of the stock being somewhere as high as the $10, $11 range. Fuel System Solutions, which popped big time today, and we traded. It's been in a beautiful rising channel, but cut through 2 layers of resistance today with a big gap up and a strong surge with a gain of 1051 or 31% today on 3.3 million shares. That's the heaviest volume that the stock has traded in just about, well, as far as going back several years anyway. So anytime you get a price volume thrust that breaks out above moving averages and price resistance, you could get it follow through. Now the follow through calls for a move up towards 47-ish. Short term, you may even get that tomorrow, but eventually possibility exists that the stock gets back up towards the high 50s, $60 range and retest the old all-time high. At least that's what it looks like now with that kind of price volume surge. I'd love to see a kind of a pause or flag or pullback that gives us a chance to get back into it, but it certainly looks like it has good potential. PLX, which broke out of this trading range, continues to motor along up another 90 cents today to another new 2-year high, and with beautiful underlying technicals and a beautiful rising channel, we expect this stock to get up towards 13.5, 14. HGSI Human Genome, after popping out on big volume and it had a nice follow through, is now rested for 2 days and consolidated on low volume, but it looks like a move across the 28.5 area could get this stock moving into the low 30s or better, and that certainly is a stock that has a reason to with their promising third stage drugs in process. That covers it for the long side. Let's move over to some of the boxes shorts and also some of our these are our portfolio positions right now as we entered a few more today, starting with Carnival Cruise Lines. And let me show you why I'm short. After the breakdown, and the bottom of the channel reach. The stock has snapped back for a couple of days, reached initial price resistance, but overhead even more moving average and trend line, the declining tops resistance around 31.5. So we'll see what happens if and when it does get up there. Chipotle Mexican Grill was up 345 today, going against what we'd like to see. However, if you look at the declining tops line and moving averages and also lateral price resistance and various other trend lines, there's reason for optimism here that this has reached a short-term resistance level and could roll over. We'll see what occurs there. Expedia jumped to $1.21 today, but all it did was snap back to resistance on lower volume. Technicals didn't budge much, and the stock looks like it could roll over and form kind of a head and shoulders type top. FUQI Fukui, after breaking down, has done nothing more than back and fill in a small or bear flag type formation on low volume. I'm not optimistic this will make much more price progress and could roll over if the market does. Same with GT. Big drop, bear flag. Terrible technicals, very little bounce, and I'd look for lower levels on this one too, of course. Monsanto, stepping back and looking at the overall pattern, you'll see a massive 2-year down channel, but a 1-year consolidation that took place. The stock then moved down below key support around 70, 69.5, 70. Got down to 66-ish and then backed up here. Let's scroll on a little bit. You'll see this mini bear flag forming. Terrible technicals. Right out to declining top sign and moving averages. I don't see much additional price progress on this one before it move down to 64 or so takes place. Navistar, also a similar action. In a down channel, bounced off the bottom of the channel, back up to resistance, but failed to get through. Practically no movement at all in the technicals, and volume is very light. That's very bearish. Pool, which we entered today, also forming a beautiful little pennant or bear pennant or flag. Very, very poor technicals and very little movement. And the stock looks like it may roll over and slip down towards that 15-16 range. That's it for today. Those are some ideas for you guys to take a look at. And on both the long and short side, it's a very tenuous market here, and they can go either way, so be careful out there. That's it for today. Talk to you tomorrow. Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader.